Welcome to the Awful Earful, everybody. I'm Ryan.
Crofton.
There we go. He set it on cue this time. And we're back.
After much anticipation.
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know who watched this show in the first place, but we're back. Can't watch a podcast. Although some people have visual podcasts and have
It's called a video.
Yeah, a visual podcast. And some
Anyways.
podcasts have segments where they just talk about stuff that you can't see for some reason, even though it's a podcast. Anyways, we're back after a long deliberation, because I felt like it. I'm in a productive mood, so we're back now.
Yeah, work ethic.
So the last film we talked about was one of my choosing. We should come back of something you picked.
Yeah, we've been on a little, I've put us on a little bit of a Studio Ghibli kick. It's been fabulous.
Ghibli.
Ghibli, tomato.
Ghibli. I don't know the pronunciation. I've only heard Ghibli.
GIF, whatever.
I think it's GIF.
I don't care. I say GIF, so I say Ghibli.
I think Ghibli is just how you say it. I was being dumb.
So, one that we just watched was Kiki's Delivery Service.
And boy,
there's no way to rank the cuteness of
a
films.
Bloodbath. This is a terrifying film for anyone who hasn't seen it yet. Limbs flying, blimps blow up, old men die.
There's depression.
Yeah, suicides all around. It's like that movie The Happening, but in anime.
Things are actually happening.
Yeah, that other movie sucks. That's an M. Night Shyamalan film.
In all realness, there is no proper way to rank just how adorable all these movies are, but I tell you what, Kiki's Delivery Service is way up there.
Yeah, it's a pretty cute film. All these films have rather kind of nice kind of fluff around them.
Yeah, very much all about like friendship and togetherness and trusting your neighbor, and everything's happy, and I really enjoy them. I enjoy the whole aesthetic and the message. It's all just very uplifting.
Well, and they all have some weird supernatural elements in them of the three that I've seen.
Yeah, first we watched Spirited Away, which had our boy the Radish Spirit. We watched Howl's Moving Castle, which had our boy the Turnip Man. Now we've watched Kiki's Delivery Service, which had our boy the Puppy Dog.
Yeah, and that the cook guy who didn't speak.
Yeah, the bakery guy. Husband.
Yeah. He was the husband, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he didn't talk much.
King said one word the entire film. He was iconic.
Yeah, so this film's just about this witch lady girl. She's 13. Apparently when you're 13, you go off and you find a town and you make your bones.
Yeah, you go off to train in another town for a year.
Yeah, so she's in this big town and, it's big city life, huge adjustment.
So she meets this nerdy kid. And at first, their friendship is off to a rocky start because he was just a little, I don't know if I'd say cocky, but he was just a little abrasive.
I don't really understand what rubbed her so wrong. She was about to get arrested and he yelled thief, so the cop that was gonna arrest her ran off.
I don't know, I guess she just thought he was cheeky.
Yeah, I don't know. Seems like a thank you was in order on her part. She really didn't like him for some reason.
I mean, she did kind of thank him when she was being fussy. She was like, I guess I'll thank you because I have to.
But she's like, you didn't introduce yourself. I'm like, I'm sorry. Was I supposed to show the officer that I was colluding with you before I faked a robbery?
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, did you want me to bow and pick you a flower as well, Grandma?
Yeah, but there's not really a plot to this movie. She's just kind of in this town and she does things.
It's all about personal growth, you know?
Well, she personally grows and all, but, this doesn't have like a hero's journey, not like Star
It's
Wars.
not like It's not like a super obvious like end goal that she reaches.
Like
It's all just
the previous two films with Spirited Away, they kind of had like a plot.
yeah. I mean, at the end of it, it's kind of just like look at how far I've come, like
Oh
look at the
yeah,
new friends I've made.
that's fine. I'm just saying, in terms of breaking it down, I mean, it's kind of an easy job because we could just talk about random stuff.
Oh yeah, and that makes it wonderful. But yeah, so she walks around this town trying to find a place to stay, and
She
these
almost causes
this
a
is
traffic accident.
yeah, and like these places are this is like a well-developed city, so these people are like, okay, can I see your ID? You're like a little kid. Are your parents with you? I can't just let you stay here unsupervised. And so she huffs off, but then she
That's
finds
kind of
this
glossed over though.
yeah.
It's like so they expect her to have ID, but she can like run a business. Like I don't
It's
know.
not a real business. It's
It's a
just like a
business
little
though.
thingy.
They have a sign. Like, do they pay taxes? What's the problem with these people?
Yeah, I mean, it's about as much of a business as the kid who was selling blueberries today in my neighborhood.
I mean, it's a bit more of business. She has a sign. Like, she lives under
He
this
has a little
lady's roof.
sign.
She, but she operates within an actual business. Like,
Yeah, he operated within his home. That's his.
that's not a business.
She was living there too.
She was
It
living
was
in an
her home.
apartment upstairs. I don't know. This seemed a bit more. I don't know. Just the whole ID thing. I was like, really? You're gonna take an ID in this witch world?
Well, I mean, those were like the that was like a hotel that she was at, so like they had to be a little more discerning.
There's cars in this world. Does she get a driver's license? I know she has a broom and all, but like, how do you prove your identity? What if she did get arrested?
They'd call her parents.
Yeah, and then they should have given her some ID.
Anyways,
I don't know. They gloss over it. Like it's a problem like for
'cause it's a
two
kids movie.
it's a problem for like 2 minutes, but I'm just talking about it. And it's caught my attention. It's not a problem for the rest of the film. So but it's just like a problem for like 2 minutes and then they kinda gloss over it. They forget about it. Which is fine, I was just saying. Making note.
Yeah. So, anyways, she finds this cute little bakery run by this pregnant woman and her silent himbo of a husband.
Yeah.
Um, the some lady left her baby's pacifier in the bakery, and the pregnant lady comes out, Sono-san, and she's like, "Oh fuck, that lady left her thing here. Her baby's gonna scream bloody murder without it." And then Kiki was right there, so she's like, "Well, I can take it down to the lady." And the woman was like, "Oh, really? Baller. Okay, there you go." So she gives it to her, and
Leaves
then
a
Kiki,
pacifier.
yeah. Didn't I say pacifier?
What?
Didn't I say pacifier?
I said who leaves a pacifier in a bakery?
Oh, I don't know. Babies are stupid. It probably threw it and then fell asleep.
Well, then then it was on the ground or something. We just put it right back in its mouth. Like, geez,
Yes.
gotta clean that.
I don't know. They gotta build up an immunity to germs somehow.
I don't think that's how that works.
Oh, you wanna know what that reminds me of? The story you told me where that kid in your middle school picked up gum off the bathroom floor and then ate it.
Yeah, that's gross. I did a double take.
So, this Kiki did something that made Asuna-san give her a double take. She got on the ledge, she got on her broom, and she jumped off the cliff. And the woman was like, "What the fuck? This kid's dead." She looked down and no,
She
Kiki's
killed
fine.
herself.
That was her ghost flying. The end. Credits roll. It's her little gravestone.
They just pin over a dead body.
Oh, that would go from Studio Ghibli to like Junji Ito.
Yeah, some
That'd be
fucked
so
up
cool if they
horror.
collaborated.
That wouldn't be cool. That'd be
No,
weird.
I know, but it would be funny if like collaborated and like didn't tell anybody. So like here's a Ghibli movie that started out normal, and then all of a sudden it's like so fucked up, and people are like, "What?"
I don't know if they'd do that because parents would probably put it on.
Yeah, I don't know. They could like, I don't know. Doki Doki Literature Club did it.
I don't know. They could do something like that, I guess.
Anyways, so Kiki brings the pacifier to the woman who left it. And she goes back to the baker. The baker's like, "Oh, wow, you're a real witch, huh?" And Kiki's like, "Yeah, this is my life story. I'm in this town. I need a place to stay." And the woman's like, "Well, you see, I'm pregnant, so I'm feeling motherly. So you can stay in my attic, like a little rat." So Kiki starts her little delivery service, and it's going great. And this pretty lady comes in with a little cage that's got a black stuffed cat that looks just like her magic black cat. She's like, "Hey, can you deliver this to my little brat of a nephew for his stupid birthday?" And Kiki's like, "Yeah." And she fucks it up.
Yeah, it's just that she drops the cat and then she has to replace it with her.
Yeah, she has to tell her cat to stay still and act like the stuffed cat until
I
she can
called
finally
it.
feel one. Yeah, you did. You had some good premonition.
I was like, yeah, I think she's gonna fuck it up.
So, yeah, she's flying. She's flying next to some geese. Geese are screaming. The cat's like, "Oh, they said that a wind is coming and we should go higher." And then they don't do anything and they all get hit with the wind and the geese scatter. Kiki's knocked off, like Kiki is knocked down into some trees where she makes enemies out of some crows. She has to go give the spoiled brat her cat acting as a toy, and this is where we meet the puppy dog.
Yeah. And it turns out to be a chill fucking dog. You think it's gonna like maul it, but
No,
it
it like
doesn't.
just like sits down next to it, gives it a
Then it
kiss, a
gives
little
it
lick lick.
back when Kiki comes back and helps make the swap. 'Cause the
Yeah,
dog's like got like a sixth sense or something.
I think it has a nose. It can smell her coming.
I don't know. The dog's crafty.
Yeah, the dog is so smart. It closed the door behind it when it went back inside. It's such a good boy.
She didn't give it pats though. I thought she was gonna pats it.
She said thank you.
I don't know. She should have pats it though.
Yeah. But in the meantime, while she's looking for the actual stuffed black cat, she comes across this cabin in the woods. Or wait, no, this is a Ghibli film. She comes across a cottage in the forest. She meets an artsy woman. The woman is like, perform manual labor, and then you can have the cat. So she does. She gets the cat. The woman had the strangest shaped face I've ever seen.
She was nice though.
It was nice, but she just had a very strangely shaped face.
I thought she looked cute.
Oh, well then why don't you go and marry her?
That'd be, unrealistic because she's a fictional.
She's your waifu, huh? You gonna get her body pillow?
That's that's too weird. I don't know how
Yeah.
people sleep with those things.
I don't know
Too
if
much,
anybody in our vast audience uses a body pillow, but
too
go to
much
therapy.
pillow.
Go touch some grass.
Touch some grass.
Yeah.
Someone who's allergic to grass is gonna sue us now.
Oh yeah.
I went out and ate grass, just like you said.
Swallow a marble.
There's a film about a lady who eats a marble and then she starts eating stuff that you shouldn't eat. She,
It's
the film's
called,
just about that.
called Pika syndrome.
Yeah, but it's apparently really gross in the film. I assume it's gross in real life, but
Well, I don't want to see that film because it sounds icky.
sounds nasty.
Nasty. Anyways,
So then then the next day it's like a slow business day. So she's like just fucking about.
hmm
And then she gets a delivery and then she helps this old lady.
yeah, the old lady scene is so
She
cute.
makes a fish cobbler.
Yeah, she makes a fish. She makes a herring pumpkin pot pie, which I want to make so bad because it just looks so cute. And she
But
helps them with their wood burning oven, and she changes their light bulbs, and it's just these two little old ladies, and they're so nice.
they're very sweet. And then she drops it off and it's this bitch doesn't want it, but she signs
Yeah,
for it anyway. Her granddaughter that she was delivering from the old lady. And she was kind of snobby about
spoiled
it.
brat granddaughter. It's like, I hate it when grandma makes these stupid pies. Okay, bitch, give it back. I'll eat it.
But we never see her again, so it doesn't matter. And then she misses
The
this
only time
party
I
because
see her
it's
face.
raining and she gets sick.
Yeah, and the little nerd guy waited outside in the rain for her because she said she would probably come. He wanted to pick her up, and he was dressed all fancy, and he had a flower. No, she just went to bed, and then she got sick.
Yeah,
And then
and
her
she didn't know
cat.
what a cold was. She was like,
Yeah,
"What? Am I dying?" The lady laughed at her. "No, you idiot. You're not dying. You have a cold." And I was like, "She's 13. She didn't have a cold before. Did witches not get colds in village town where she came from?"
village town.
That's basically probably what it was called.
I mean, I don't know. Her mom was a potion maker. Maybe she never got a cold because her mom was so good with medicine.
She also never found out her skill.
Skill was flying, apparently.
But I think all witches can do that. I don't know. They just bring it up randomly for no reason, and then she's like, "Ah, I have to find a skill, not for the rest of the movie." It's like
Yeah.
some. I thought it was gonna be like a part of the movie where she's like, "What's my skill gonna be?" And I was like, "Oh, okay. What's your skill gonna be?" And she's just like, "Shut up. I'm gonna
Maybe
deliver
the real
food."
skill was the friends we made along the way.
Yeah, maybe her real skill was, I don't know, catching falling boys.
Don't spoil it.
I mean, watch the film or don't. Like,
Yeah. So what happens after the cute old ladies and after she gets sick, she gets better?
and then
And then
she
what?
goes on a bike ride
Oh right.
with the almost flying bike with that kid, and she has a good time with him. Then he invites her to something with his friend, and she gets all mad for no reason again. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, oh wait, yeah, so like they're on the bike ride on the highway for some reason, which is stupid. And he's got his little
Going the
cake.
opposite direction of traffic too.
Yeah. Got his little propeller. They pedal too hard
Bike.
and then they're pushed over the railing, so like they're kind of just floating down. And then the propeller falls off and it cuts some lady's head off.
Yeah, it should have, because it was a giant freaking propeller flying all over the place.
Yeah, but
I
everything
don't know.
turned out fine.
Yeah, nobody died. I don't
Except for
know.
their friendship once those people pulled up and they were like,
Yeah,
hey, do you want to go check out this blimp? And he was like, hey, come check out this blimp with me and my friends. And she was like, no, I don't like you all of a sudden.
yeah. Then she tries to talk to her cat and doesn't talk. I don't know. Has a girlfriend now.
And she's losing her witchy powers because she's got depression.
Her witchy bitchy powers.
She's becoming a capitalist slave, so she can't fly on a broom anymore.
I didn't
That's how
really
it is for all of us.
understand why she didn't.
I think it was because like they were talking about like her witch's spirit is what helps her fly, and like all the repetitiveness of just like working and stuff. She was starting to think of flying more as a job than as like this wonderful freeing thing. So like she kind of lost her spirit about it.
Okay. Well, I guess that makes sense. And then,
Art lady
and
comes back and takes her on a little forest
getaway.
retreat. Yeah.
And they just kind of talk, fall asleep, and talk some more, and then they're back on their way.
Yeah. Art lady shows Kiki her really weird painting.
It was art.
Art, dude. Want to know what I didn't get? I didn't get how she was drawing such detailed pictures of the crows the first time we meet her, and then we see her painting, and it's like they look fucking abstract as hell.
It's different styles, I guess.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe she's playing around with shit.
But anyways, then she goes back home, and the old ladies are like, "Hey, come over. We want to give you something special. We got a
And
special
they
little
give
treat
her a
for you."
cake.
Yeah, they gave her a little Kiki cake. Oh, and it's just like when the baker dude made a wreath for her to advertise her business on the window of the bakery, and he made it out of bread.
Of bread.
Bread art wreath for Kiki.
It's gonna go bad though, but you know,
It'll just get stale, and then it'll be even more like a decoration.
yes.
Yeah, so they got her a little cake, and it was so sweet. And then a news report comes on,
The
and
blimp.
it's like
We almost
this
have a. What's that blimp that exploded?
Zeppelin or something.
No, it's got a name. The Zeppelin. No, that's like a type of blimp.
I just know that that's the type that exploded.
It was. Fuck. My brain wants me to say Challenger, but I know that was like a spaceship. Lamp exploding.
Oh, he's googling it.
Yep. The Hindenburg. That's it. I
Oh
knew.
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, so
We have a bit of a Hindenburg.
yeah, kind of. There's some strong winds, and it knocks the blimp free of its ropes and such. So everybody's trying to get like keep it on the ground, but it doesn't work. And then one person is pulled along with the haywire blimp, and guess who that one person is? It's the little
Dork.
flying guy. Yeah, it's the flying dork guy whose
Tobo.
name is
Tobos.
yeah, like
Tumble. Tumbo.
Combo.
Tumbleweed. I don't know.
So Kiki's like, oh fuck, I gotta save that guy because I
The
can
only
fly.
person's name I remember from the film is Kiki.
Oh, it is a film about her.
Yeah. And then Gigi, the cat.
Yeah, Kiki and Gigi. Very
And,
easy to remember.
and I know Lily is the cat's girlfriend.
Didn't remember the cat's girlfriend's name.
I do.
So, then Kiki makes a mad dash back to the city so that she can save her friend. And she asks this street sweeper guy if she can borrow his bristle broom. He's like, "Oh, okay, I have a mustache that looks just like my broom. Take it." So
Please.
she's focusing real hard so that she can fly. And through the power of true friendship and believing in herself, she does it, except the broom is all weird.
Yeah.
So she's like zipping around all over the place. And the blimp crashes into the clock tower, and the kid is barely holding on. And Kiki keeps trying to grab his hand, but the broom won't bring her close enough because it's a little skank of a broom. And then he falls. Then she catches her. Then she catches him because this is a Ghibli film and we can't have tragedy.
Yeah, and then there's those guys who are still on the blimp, and I guess they're still okay.
Yeah, they probably like got off on the top of the clock
Oh,
tower
they
and then
were
went down the
still
stairs.
they were in the little area, so I guess they weren't going anywhere.
Guess so.
I don't know.
Anyways, happy ending, hooray.
Yeah. And then the kid is on his plane bike and he's flying with Kiki.
Yeah, but anyways, fucking adorable.
Little adorable film right here.
Yeah, that's Ghibli for you. I
Wasn't
want to live in a Ghibli film so much. The
wish
scenery is beautiful.
this
Yeah.
was your film that you showed me, so I guess we can go into our impressions beforehand. I don't know. I thought it was gonna be cute. I've heard of this title before, and I didn't really know what it was about. So you had context. I don't know how many times you've seen this movie before.
I've seen it like, I have it on DVD, so I've seen it a few times before.
As a kid,
I hadn't seen it in a good couple of years, but like, mid, early to mid-teens.
yeah. I mean, anybody could watch this film.
Yeah, but I tell you what, I saw Spirited Away a lot when I was like a kid.
Yeah, that was fun too. Anywho, if you were to rate it, what would you rate it?
10 out of 10. Love it. Adorable. I only wish that there was more.
I'd rate it 3 brooms out of 2 GGs.
Yeah.
I try to come up with a random rating. That's what I used to do. Anywho,
Fabulous film.
this was a fun one, and
A good pace.
yeah, it was really nice. And then hopefully for our next episode, we can get things back on track with this little project.
Yeah.
And next time it'll be my pick.
Hooray. Can't wait.
So
Thanks for listening.
if you're back, welcome back. If you're new, freaking where have you been all your life?
Bye, bitch.
Bye.